Chapter 9. You are alive. The Apostle Paul once said, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Galatians 2, verse 20. What I love about this verse is that it is in past tense. Notice the words, I have. This speaks of something that has been done. When you finish paying off your car, you stop sending payments to the bank. You say, I have paid my vehicle off. We are not waiting to enjoy the abundant life. We have it today. It is all about the cross. Christ was crucified in my place so that I can live. He was crucified and I was crucified. He rose again and I rose again with him. Of course, I wasn't literally there and didn't die physically. Christ was my substitute. Think about baptism for a moment. When a person is baptized, they are symbolically buried with Christ. They go under the water. And they are raised with Christ. They rise out of the water. Keep in mind that we don't have to be baptized 4 or 5 times. We have been crucified with Christ once. We don't have to keep going back into the water each time we sin because it was a payment once for all. That's Hebrews 10:10. The moment you believe in Christ, you are forgiven and set free. That's what took place. We are freed from the punishment of sin. All of our sin was placed on Jesus. Remember, Jesus isn't going to die again. So he made one payment for sins once for all. 1 Peter 3:18. He died and the sin went with him. But when he rose again, the sin was not with him. Romans 6:11 tells us, even so, consider yourselves to be dead to sin, but alive to God in Christ Jesus. The Bible wants us to consider our new identity. Consider how you are in Christ. This word for sin is in the verse is actually a noun. We were once in bondage to sin. Now Christ has redeemed us from that cell. Galatians 2:20 does not say that we were crucified and stayed dead. That's only part of the story. The verse says that we were crucified and now we are alive with Christ. Like water baptism, we're crucified at the cross and we're raised with him. Christ took the bondage so that now we can take his freedom.